the job listings for Arenanet's unannounced project that is rumored to be Guild Wars 3 might have given us a hint and confirmed that it is indeed a Guild Wars project, and it might actually come in early access earlier than we expected. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content, and let's get into it. So as you can see here, we have a new listing for Senior Brand Manager from the unannounced project. And it's actually very interesting because I think it was like a month ago, we got another one that was the head of publishing as well. And I always thought this was a bit weird because I was like, a head of publishing this early in development? I was always thinking that, yeah, Guild Wars 3, because that's what they were. This is what the supposed unannounced project is. Well, was coming out in 5 to 6 years or whatever. It's a big MMO, right? Well, if they're gunning for a head of publishing and also a senior brand manager, this might not be the case. Like, what the senior brand manager is going to do is develop and implement measurable brand communication strategies, drive brand vision, identity positioning, and key messaging while optimizing overall marketing performance. Create key marketing assets such as logos, styles, trailers, websites, and promotional merchandise. Man, there's a lot of things that you would probably put at the end of the development of the game, right? Of course, hiring for this is not the same as actually having it and start working on with these people, but the fact that they're actually hiring for it means that it cannot be that far away, right? Now, this is actually a few weeks after this video was made, and actually, head of publishing is no longer here. That means that they probably did indeed hire one of them. Now, senior brand manager here, and we got a new one that is very, very interesting to me, the principal Sandbox designer. Not only it talks about the fact that the game will have, obviously, PvE. A lot of people were kind of surprised about this in the Guild Wars 2 subreddit, which I found it weird because obviously whatever this unannounced project is will have indeed PvE. But the thing that really makes me think that this might actually come in even earlier than we expected is this part here. The role qualifications for this is you deeply understand and enjoy prolonged engagement games such as a live service, MMORPG, or early access. Now, this doesn't really mean that this is going to be an early access game, but considering the fact that we have the head of publishing being hired for, the brand manager as well, and now they're talking about early access, makes me think that we might actually get an early access of this unannounced project maybe soon, maybe not this year, but maybe next year. And that is actually very interesting to me. We already know that this is, for other videos that I've actually made covering this, all of the listings, we know that this is an MMORPG, right? We know that this is an MMORPG. We know that it's a console and PC game as well. We know that it is indeed from a previous IP. We also know that they've been hiring for this unannounced project for over 2 or 3 years, and that they've been moving assets from Guild Wars 2 into Unreal Engine, presumably for this project. And in this new one, look at what they say. They say, you'll be leading the charge on executing marketing plans that drive consumers' awareness, boost user acquisition, retain loyal players, and optimize monetization. Retain loyal players. So bringing people from Guild Wars 2 into whatever this unannounced project is, right? And obviously this essentially confirms, to me at least, that this is indeed a Guild Wars project, right? And that is very... I just don't think it's gonna be a Guild Wars 3 that, replaces Guild Wars 2. Because if they wanted to do that, it would have to be a game that releases in 6 to plus years, right? It would have to be an insanely huge project. But the fact that, it seems to be coming out way earlier than expected makes me think it might be something else. Maybe a sort of Guild Wars 3, but it's more of a co-RPG game, way more like Guild Wars 1 in some way. Maybe it's something like, like something like Genshin Impact, where you can play with other people, right? But you're collecting stuff instead and exploring the world, and you have a story. Maybe something like this, right? Hopefully not as gacha as those games, of course, but all of these things make way more sense than an actual new MMORPG that would completely cannibalize Guild Wars 2. Now, there's also another option that would be the Guild Wars 2.5 Guild Wars 2 remaster unannounced project thing. That could definitely happen. It will be an insane remaster, of course, and maybe the retained loyal players might not actually be make a lot of sense there. But I was talking to Delta about this, and he was saying like a lot of people that, for example, played Counter-Strike actually quit after Counter-Strike 2 came out, even though it was the same game. It just felt different. You know, it's a new engine. It just, you know, the mechanics were a bit different, so they just quit. And I think, well, that definitely could happen if Guild Wars 2 gets remastered and it looks better but also feels different. I think a lot of people would actually quit, and this, you know, definitely doesn't. This makes me think that it could be a possibility, and the whole Guild Wars 3 is gonna just replace Guild Wars 2. Honestly, it just doesn't seem to be likely. Especially considering the fact that we're getting another expansion next year, and they've talked a lot about multiple expansions, right? Not the last one being not the next one being the last one. So I don't know. That is what I'm leaning towards here. You guys can tell me if you think I'm wrong about this. Of course, I don't. Sadly, I talked to a lot of people about this. I don't really have a lot of experience or data on how this actual development schedule works, but to me it sounds with everyone I talked about, getting a senior brand manager that, you know, is gonna market the game seems to be something that happens at the end. If anyone has actually a lot of expertise in this business, in the video game business, and how to, you know, do these things and how it happens, how it works, definitely leave a comment down below, and I'll be updating all the information we get from this. Also, I'll leave in the description all the videos that we have done covering anything from NCSoft, Guild Wars 3, Guild Wars 2, and so on, and the Unannounced project. So go check those out too. And that's about it. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me tell me if you think it's Guild Wars 3. Tell me what you guys think it is. And tell me if you think I'm wrong about anything. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Discord to check all of our events. Go to my Twitch to watch me live, and see you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye.